Welcome back, and we are almost 85 hours into this game now. I wonder how much longer it'll take us to finish. How are we going with turbo motors? They're pumping them out and doubling them. We have almost 100. That's almost half of what we need. Hopefully you've got... you need more motors. That's fine. I can give you plenty of motors. Let's just grab a bunch of those. They are never really my limiting factor. I don't use them to tune output. You're an empty container, in you go. Have fun. So that'll keep them ticking over. The radio control units and the cooling systems are what I use to limit production on these sorts of things. Okay. So we're almost halfway towards quantum encoding. That's a good start. It's only been a week, but even with a day, I would still have forgotten. So that needs the assembly director systems again. Right. Which means we will need 1,000 of them. Funnily enough. Oh no, that's right, it's 1 to 4. We only need 250 of those. And we will be doubling it. So we actually only need 125 of them. Adaptive control unit, yes, so that's that. And we're doing, it'll be doubled again, so it's a 2 to 2, so we need 125 of those. But it uses 2 per turn. So it'll actually be 126 to make sure we've got enough. That's fine. So 126 of those. Let's just drill it through, which, again, that'll be doubled. So if we need 126, that means we need 63 heavy modular frames, 126 computers. So 63 heavy modular frames. Ooh, we are low on those at the moment. Unless I have some in here? I do, okay. Good. 63 of them. So if I remember that that's the magic number. So we're making these. So I think we've got a bunch of automated wiring still left over. So if we do that first, feed those in on that one. 126 computers. Can I just pull them out of here as well? Yeah, pretty much. It's 125, and now we need 1. It's always so annoying to get 1. There you go. And then they can just go back in. Cool. So you can go there. Circuit boards we'll have to collect from somewhere else. You're a bit annoying. Oh, you're just beavering away at that still? Oh, that's right, because I took the Somas loops out of this. But I just put this back up to full speed. We're just not doubling it at the moment, but we can swap that back around. If I can remember the other place that I put the other 2 of these, which at the moment I can't. Oh, that's awkward. But then this is... I am actually going to want to keep doubling this. Because that'll be for my next part, so that's fine. Okay, so 63 times 5 is... Give me a moment. 63 times 5, 315? I think. 100, 200, 300, and 15. Would you look at that? Fantastic. Let's take all of these out, put all of those in. Deconstruct this. Hey, I remembered which button it is for once. Those in there. Let them start their merry way into that. Now, unfortunately, we can't feed in circuit boards into a container yet, but this one will be free before long. So let's go and grab some circuit boards, which we also need 315. 200, 300, and 15. Perfect. So let's put 200 in there. Okay, so that's that started for part 2. Part 3, I believe I don't know how to make yet because we need our current quantum encoding objective. Crystal oscillators I thought I was making from somewhere. Here? Yeah, but you're empty. Right, we need more quartz crystals. That's right, I was going to be doing a bit of a run around of materials, I think. It's very busy when you're zoomed out that far. Because our quartz is up here. We can collect our... Oh no, it's this one. Quartz crystals. We can collect those. I'm not sure I have a direct path to get to my quartz. I think I actually need to zip line. Yeah, and then hang a right. Alright, quartz crystals. We're old-fashioned on this one. We've only put them into a single container as well. Alright, well, that's all we can grab. Is there anything else I wanted to do around here? Unless I can find some Somas loops, then... I've already scouted around this immediate area anyway, right? There is probably other parts of this jungle zone that I've not been to exhaustively. Because my... Ooh, hello. That's what it looks like when we have a trace. It's this way. Ah. Interesting. Okay, so you are coming up here. So it's this direction, it seems. So we'll see what we can find. Probably we'll cross paths with... Yeah, there's more power lines up there, in fact. Not exactly here. Not far off, though. Yeah, here we go. There's some. Okay, so we can hover around a bit here. It's this direction. It's quite a long distance. That's good. Okay. I was wondering about what the range of it would be, but it is quite a long distance. Oh, hello. I think we might be on top of it now. Yes, it's probably down underneath here. There is this, so... Does make sense. I have a few of these now. Right into there. Ah, perfect. There we go. Nice. Well, that's one. And that's now gone again. Alright, so that's a pretty good range then, because from where we were like there. That's quite a good distance. Oh, here we go. We've found something again. Nice. Oh, it's actually off this direction. Okay, it's over near our sulfur. It'll be down further, I bet. That's the problem with once you learn how to just fly and hover around, is you don't pay as much attention to what's on the ground or under it. Yeah, it's just in here somewhere, it seems. Alright, let's extend this over here so we can keep hovering. Oh. Just in plain sight. Not even hidden, not even underground. Just an area we didn't travel. Funny. Okay, well, now we don't need to find where we put the other two Somas loops. How's our time crystals going over here? We have a lot of them. Good. Good, good, good. Did we already do the research? I can't remember. Well, now we have 200. I should also be looking for Mercer spheres, but Somas loops are the most important ones right now. Ah, also we had a MAM that was finished, so let's see what we got here. Hard drive scan, uranium fuel unit, and turbo diamonds. I'm honestly not interested in either of these. Turbo diamonds, I think I had that one coming before, but it's like, why would I complicate matters? Seriously, yeah, it makes more diamonds, fine, whatever, but... meh. Rescan. Ah, an alternate radio control system. What's the difference? It uses a crystal oscillator regardless, it uses circuit boards instead of computers, aluminium casings regardless, and rubber additionally, so... I mean, I do have a lot of extra rubber a lot of the time. Maybe that's fine. That's actually the best. I don't care about fine concrete. Silica and limestone to make... I mean, that does make sense. I'll give it that. That does make perfect sense, but I don't need that. I've not needed to increase my concrete production at all. I just have one thing, and it's from an impure node, and I've never needed more. I've run low a couple of times, but yeah, we'll take this. Ah, here we go. So we now know how to make synthetic power shards, it turns out.
Research completed. Synthetic power shard recipe unlocked. Exchanging regular exercise and filtered fresh air with automation is just the kind of progress Fixit likes to see.
Brilliant. Well, our power slugs are kind of safe, but it's still going to be the easiest way of getting them, I'm sure. We need to work on this. I don't actually care about most of what's in this tech tree, quite frankly. We need to make some uranium stuff for that first. We can't really make it by hand either, can we? I guess we can, but we need to have a bunch of filters on us. I don't care about the fuel, but we need to make smokeless powder, which, if I remember rightly, smokeless powder was water and... Oh no, it's heavy fuel residue, not even water. Okay. Well, we can set that up somewhere specifically. Maybe near where coal and sulfur even is. Actually, come to think of it, there's some oil over here. And we've got sulfur and coal right there. So we can make black powder, send it down here next to the conveyor belt that we've got with our compacted coal. It's just impure, but we don't care. We're just going to be turning into heavy oil residue. Okay, so smokeless powder we can set up over there. We'll need to do that so we can finish off our tech trees. It's not urgent, but it's something I would like to do to finish all of the research. But first things first, quartz crystals. And that's what you were doing. There we go. Good. So we're just killing time until we get the turbo motors, really. So I have a lot of extra black powder, it turns out. Which means, let's actually take that with us. Connect that back up again when I need it. Take you. Leave you just sitting there with something. But we're going to use you for something else. In fact, let's just change recipe so I don't forget. We're going to need you for that. After we collect those. We're going to need 1 to 2 supercomputers. And it was what? 63 or something? Awkward. We'll worry about that later. First things first, I think, it's a long way, but we're killing time while we make more turbo motors. So I think we can fly over to where our compacted coal is, scout for soma sloops along the way, and in fact we've done soma sloops around here, so let's do Mercer spheres. Oh, it's such a long way. It takes us so long to get there without like a hypertube network. And I can't be bothered stringing up a hyper network the whole way there. I probably should have by now, given that I do have something there. I could also put up another geothermal if I wanted to. We have another Mercer sphere around here somewhere. Let's see if we can get to our power. There we go. Radar tower. Somewhere over this direction, which, funnily enough, we don't have power lines going. So that means that we haven't scouted this whole way yet. We'll see if we can just see it. Thought I heard something. How far away is it? Whoop. Big signal here. Oh. Ah, yep, here it is. Hiding amongst the coral. Alright, and then there's another one over this way. So they are more numerous, that's for sure. There is a little path that goes up here that we didn't follow, it seems. It was a sort of cave system, but I guess it wasn't this one. Going up. How far away is it? Have we overshot? Ah, destructible wall. That would do it. That's the sort of thing I was looking for the other one, but didn't see any of that either. Wow, that was ineffective, wasn't it? That's very annoying. Can I I thought exploding the top would be a good idea, but let's just do it from the bottom. There you go. Hello, Stinger. I have no quarrel with you. You know what I think? I think that the hover pack and the jetpack should have been upgrades for each other. I really do. Instead of the sprint just making you go faster, the hover pack should have had its default speed be the sprint speed, and then have an additional boost that was the jetpack. The jetpack should be an upgrade to the hover pack. And it should allow you to burn fuel to get a boost. That's what I think. I probably have enough black powder just on me to get all of the smokeless powder that I need. It's just smokeless powder, because it requires a fluid, is not something I can make myself. That's the annoying part. That means I need to have a refinery. Okay, another Mercer sphere around here somewhere. That's probably up there. I haven't actually been up the top. For once. For once, I stuck to the lower levels instead of going up. Yep, there it is. Yeah, don't really need to pull out the object scanner for this one. And there's probably more around, like, up the top of that hill too, for example. Let's test the theory, shall we? It's a purple power slug. We're off at pretty much the edge of the world over here, I think. Ah, it's down the bottom there. Cool. Well, that's kind of funny. We'll leave the power slug where it is for now. We'll zigzag our way down here. So there's nothing on this level. And here's the mesosphere. We'll see if that's the only one. Yes, probably. Some Caterium, if I want anything to do with that. That's interesting. Alright, so we're going to need... Oh, I've already pulled power over to this direction. So we need production. Pressurizer. I need rubber? I don't have rubber on me? What is wrong with me? Not even in here? Ah, whoops. Okay, that's a mistake. Punished. Alright, because these aren't... It isn't oil of the normal source, it's the stuff that needs to be extracted like that. Otherwise I'd need to do it over there. I guess maybe that's actually a better idea, is I could train it along that bridge area and put it over towards that crude oil instead. Okay, well, back we go. We got some other Mercer spheres out of it at least. Now let's look for Somas loops on the way back. I doubt I'll find any, but you never know. Because all we want to do is just set up a refinery and have it making heavy oil residue in some fashion. There's a few different ways we can get it. I think even directly. Oh, there is a service loop around here somewhere. Oh, is it up here? Did we not go to the top of this hill? There's gas. Ah, I think I see it over here, in fact. Yes. Right out in the open. It's just a patch I didn't get to. Nice. So production, oil extractor, there we go. We've got what we need for that at least. Good. And that's, you're just the impure one, right? Yeah, which is fine. 60. Let's set up a refinery. Where am I looking? Here. Set you up there. Down by the hatcher. How many explosives does it take to destroy one of these? And can we get a 2-in-1? 1, looks like. I think you died. No, you're still pumping out things. Okay, well, for science. 2. Okay. Good to know. And there's another one here. Well, in lieu of that... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a bit of a waste of explosives. I'm fairly sure they won't respawn because we've got production facilities nearby. I think that's what I really needed to do with the nuclear guy over the far side that kept respawning. I honestly think all I needed to really do is... should we put a buffer in? Doesn't really matter, eh? I did read in the update notes for 1.1, they are finally putting in a straight mode for pipes as well. Which would be nice. It's a little bit late coming, to be honest. And let's just stick you there. And you there. Follows a similar line. That's kind of clean. Oh no, you're not going in here, are you? No, because we need the residue first. Yeah, this is a bit of an expensive undertaking, unfortunately, because first we need something that produces the residue. Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, we could make rubber. I do need some rubber. We can just stick it in a sink. Yeah, 20 and 20, sure. Double overclock, 60, perfect, 40 and 40. Alright. Works for me. And then just have a storage container over here. Oops. For the rubber. And then have another refinery. Oops. Off the back here. Where we connect up. That. Heavy oil residue goes up into that. And then we have container. That's probably going to be too close. Yeah, it's steep in fact. Ah, okay, that's actually quite high. I did not realize. That will now be way too close. Okay. You know what? Even easier. Let's just do that. And then we put this like that. And then like that. There we go. Now we choose smokeless powder. And that is a 2 to 1. And then the oil residue is just going to back up. And let's overclock you if we can. Still only 20 and we're producing 40, aren't we? Okay, well that's annoying. So I guess we don't overclock you. I don't really care to put an extra refinery in just for this. You know what? Materials are cheap. Why not? It really doesn't matter. So that's fine. Let's do that. Put a splitter on there. Put that there. This feels like such a waste for something I really don't care much about. But, it's research. Maybe we'll use something that it produces. I don't know. Probably not, but other way around. About there. Put a junction on here. Connect, oops, connect, no, you to there. Good. Horizontal to vertical is actually a really good one for that. Then connect you, put you doing that, and then you can just go like that. There we go. And you can also do smokeless powder, be double overclocked, voila, good. And you will do that until you have run through all of these. Let's power you up. You underway. You are. I'm just going to... I can't soma sloop you. Interesting. Okay, I can overclock you, but I can't soma sloop you. That's fine. You should be... Well, I need to power you first. The pipes should now be backing up. Now you should be underway. Good. That means that these pipes should start getting some heavy oil residue into them. And then out the back here, we need to have one of these. Like so. And connect you to there, and connect you to there. Hip through these rocky promontories. And you will just fill up with smokeless powder over time, once I power you up. So, 1, 2. Good. And you should start getting heavy oil residue input, I believe. Yep, it's purple, so it's building up. It'll take a little bit of pressure to get up there, but we could put a pump in if I wanted to, but that feels excessive. This isn't like 20 meters, so that should be fine. I think this produces a bit of a head as it comes out. For now, let's just do a crafting bench and... where are you? Make some proteins. I don't care about doubling these. Not anymore. Not now that I can make them artificially. Are you going yet? No, you're still not going yet. Hmm. That's definitely the input. I definitely did it right. Maybe you do need a pump. You've got more in you. You're started. Okay. So it might just be because it's being split. You'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Well, if you're the one that needs the help... we can't put a lifter in. There you go. If you need a little bit of help, I can give you a little bit of help. There you go. That should get you in. Chug, chug, chug. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Right. Not the rubber one, the top one. There we go. All of those. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Let's just get you moving fast as you can. Use 40 per minute. Let's just get you filling up. How long is this likely to take? I lost track of how many we had on us. Like 1,000, I think. 1,000 at 40 per minute? That's going to take a while. I don't need to stand here and watch it, but we have a lot of smokeless powder going up there. Perfect. Moving on. Time to go back to base, I think.